What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for NXT Takeover Toronto. Show just ended not too long ago, and overall, my god, was this a fantastic takeover. Without a doubt, a lot better than Takeover 25. But now, would I say this is probably the best takeover I've seen? Like, was it better than Takeover New York? No, I would not go as far as that, simply because even though the Giant Gargano match was fucking masterful, overall, when I compare the two shows, I did the thing. I overall like Takeover New York a little bit more than I did Takeover Toronto. But this was still an absolutely fan-fucking-tastic show, without a doubt worthy of the Takeover name. So anyway, let's just jump right into the first match on the card, which was the tag team title match. I love how Takeover even started out with the tag title match. We had the Street Profits versus the Undisputed Era of Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Gotta say, fucking fantastic way to start the show. The match, it started off nice and intense, like, Kyle O'Reilly, trash talking Angelo Dawes, like, and then Angelo Dawes, like, I ain't have shit. And then pretty much, it's like, pretty much drives Angelo, not really drive, but he kind of like makes him like walk backwards to like one of the turnbuckles, and he gets right in his face, puts his hand, he gets right, like, who think this is a game? You think I'm a joke? Typical, like he wasn't having that shit, boys. And then the ref back, and then when he tried to go out there, and then he slapped, then Kyle just slapped him, he tried to get back, but then he got inside the ropes. He was like, don't touch me, After that, match got crazy. Montez Ford, man, he is fucking money, boys. As JD said, he's fucking money. Well, granted, the Street Profits themselves, if they do them correctly, which I haven't really mind them how they've been on Monday Night Raw, but I definitely prefer how they were in NXT. I mean, they're fine on the main roster, but, whatever. Anyway, they're both fucking money. Like, Montez Ford, my god. Like, there was this one part where he was, like, on top of the top, unless I'm misremembering, he was, like, on top of the top rope, he was about to, like, get, like, a suplex or something from, I believe it was Bobby Fish. And literally, then Montez looked like he was about to go Super Saiyan. Looked like he just went Super Saiyan and pushed him off. It was some great shit. Like, the facial expressions of Montez Ford are fucking fantastic, man. Which, speaking of facial expressions, we'll talk more about that when we get to the Io Shirai match. But yeah, Angelo Dawes, he had his moments too. He's money too, because there was this one, because around the end of the match, the man literally threw Kyle right into Bobby Fish, and then did like a spin midair and elbowed him into the turnbuckle when he was in one of the corners. It was amazing to watch, man. Like, they're both fucking man, but I would definitely say Montez is a little bit more than Angelo, but they're both fine. God, without doubt, they are my favorite tag team in WWE right now, and probably in my top 3. I'm not real sure whether I like them more than the Bucks and the Lucha Bros, but they're right up with those guys, man. They're right up there with them. And yeah, overall the match is fucking fantastic. We ended with that beautiful Spot Flash Montez always is, man. It's always a thing of year to watch it, and they do retain, which actually I found that quite shocking, because I, like JD, was under the impression all the members of the Undisputed Era are getting title matches, and Adam Cole said at the start of the year, I think around the start of the year, said the Undisputed Era will be draped in gold. And that did not happen, and they lost. Now, I thought, could this mean that Johnny could retain the title? But I was still like, maybe not. Maybe Roger will get the North American title. Maybe. But, yeah, so that was the first match. Overall, it was fucking fantastic. Next up was Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae. Holy fuck. Shit, was this match fucking fantastic. Oh my god, first I gotta talk about Io. I fucking love her new heel look. Now, when actually JD mentioned, I think it was around the time, a little bit after Takeover 25, after the match we had with Io and Shayna, he was like, maybe Io will turn heel. And I remember being hell against that, like, nah, that just wouldn't work. Because I looked at Io, I'm like, she would not work as a heel. But, holy fuck, was I wrong? Because, my god, is she amazing as a heel. Like, shockingly good. I did not expect her to be this much. First off, I love her new entrance music. Oh, it's so good. You guys remember, if you saw my other Takeover reviews, I was not a fan of her original entrance. I was never a fan of it. I never really liked it myself. It just felt way too generic. It was just way too generic for my taste, I mean, I don't hate dubstep, but that was just way too generic. But there, with this one, actually, a lot more style to it. I gotta say, I love her new ring gear she had with the hood and everything. Her entrance was fucking fantastic, and I love she also dyed her hair red. Now, I don't think she has before. I think before her hair has been predominantly brown, but it looks like she actually dyed her hair. I might be misremembering, but it looks like she actually dyed her hair red now for her heel character. I already mentioned how much I love her outfit. So, and it's about to want to say. Now, you guys know. I have mentioned this before in other videos, especially my man Eli Moore. That man knows I have a thing for Asians. But you guys also know, I've mentioned this countless times on other videos as well on my Twitter. You guys know I'm a sucker for redheads. So it should come as no surprise when I say Io Shirai is my favorite female. Is the best women's. Is my favorite female on the women's division right now in WWE. Call me biased if you want, but hey, at least a woman can actually fucking wrestle. Then again, once the senile old man gets her, then she's done. Just like how Asuka and Kairi have been taken care of. Lord help us all when Io gets there. Oh god. Anyway, but yeah. Candice LeRae also was fucking fantastic. I'm not that big of a Candice LeRae guy. You guys know I love Johnny Gargano, but Candice, she's alright, but I gotta say, Candice, fucking fantastic. This match was overall just fucking fantastic, man. So many great spots. I gotta talk about one thing that I loved about this match was definitely like there was Io did like a really brutal brain buster and a bunch of other stuff, man. It looked pretty nasty at times. Is Io's favorite because there are so many times where Cass will kick out. She definitely has Johnny's spirit. She definitely has the same heart as Johnny does, but the facial, she looked like an anime character. I gotta say props to her with her facial when Candice would kick out, her facial expressions were just fucking fantastic, man. There were so many times where she legit looked like an anime character. I'm talking like when they're like, Nani! How could you dodge my unstoppable move? How are you still standing after my move? That kind of surprise, man. It was fucking fantastic. I loved every second of it, man. Every second, it was just fucking fantastic. I loved it. Anyway. Another nasty spot was when she hit, you could definitely, Io with her new heel character, the intensity is there. My god, I honestly say Io was probably better as a heel than she is a babyface, which is surprising because Io was amazing as a babyface. I loved her there. But I honestly think she's better as a heel. I like her more than I did before now that she's gone heel, man. Fucking fantastic work. So, anyway, there was she did like a German suplex on Candice on the announce table. Looked pretty nasty. But my favorite part of the match, is when she would go for a moonsault, she would step right onto Candice and just act like nothing. Oh, there were also other times where she would do like some fancy tricks where she would land on her feet or something, and she would just be waving her hands forward, being like, yeah, the whole bring it on motion. She would do that, she's like, yeah, motherfuckers. It was stuff like that. I love the little. I love Io's heel character. It's fucking perfect, man. I love it. I love it. Anyway, my favorite part was when she went to go for a moonsault. She landed, pinned, 1, 2. Candice kicked out. The look on Io's face, perfection. And she ended up having Candice pass out from a triangle choke or something. I forget the exact submission's called, but overall, probably one of my favorite. That was probably my second favorite match of the night behind the Johnny Gargano match. Next up, we have the Velveteen Dream versus Pete Dunne versus Bobby Fish. Not Bobby Fish, versus Roderick Strong. This is my favorite thing I say. The Dream's entrance. I swear to God, the Dream at TakeOver, he always goes fucking crazy with his entrances, and I love it. This time, he legit had the Toronto Raptors cheerleaders and guys dressed wearing a Raptor jersey. One of them looking like, I don't know if Kawhi was actually there, but one of the guys looked like Kawhi. I think he even had his jersey on as well. They were dancing around. Then the Dream came in there, man. Fucking fantastic. Then you also had Pete Dunne, Roderick Strong, man. Great shit. Match itself was overall great. The Velveteen Dream returned, which was shocking because at that point I was like, yo, are they gonna go for 0-3 here? 0-3? I was hoping and praying, please tell me this means that John's gonna retain the title. Because even though yes, I am an Adam Cole guy, I like me some Adam Cole. I don't think Johnny should have lost the title at 25. I think he should have retained and then maybe lost it here or at Warriors. At least let the man get a couple defenses under his belt and then give it to and then give it to, or maybe give it to Adam Cole this pay-per-view, or here at this TakeOver, and let him retain it at TakeOver 25. That's what I would have done, at least just because I don't like seeing my man Johnny lose like this, where he gains the title then instantly loses in his first match. I don't like seeing that, man. He suffers from Sasha Banks syndrome, and I don't like that, because I love Johnny, I love Sasha Banks. I don't like how they've been treated with their title reigns, man. But, anyway, we'll talk more about that when we get to the Johnny match. Anyway, so back to what I was saying with, what the hell was his name? The match. Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. They got in the ring, they did their whole little stick. There was a couple times the Dream would team up with, the match started with Pete Dunne, the Velveteen Dream, just standing down there. Roderick Strong being like, hey man, don't forget about me, you ain't shit. And then the Velveteen Dream just puts his finger to his mouth, being like, shh. I love the Dream, man. There were so many, and there was all the times where like Pete Dunne would work together with the Velveteen Dream worked together with Pete Dunne. Those were some of my favorite match when both Velveteen and Roderick Strong were both double teaming against Pete Dunne. But when they looked at each other and realized they were teaming up, they instantly went to blows at each other, man. It was fucking fantastic. One other thing I loved was when Pete Dunne and Velveteen were going to blows, going to a straight fist fight between two. When he was going with Roderick, then Pete Dunne came involved, and they had like a little three-way punching, punch brawl going on there. It was great stuff. So also Velveteen Dream won't retain the title, and this is when I was like, yo, could Johnny end up retaining the NXT title, which I was hoping would happen. JD was getting a little concerned, like, oh my god, does this mean they're all going to get demoted to the main roster? Because we know those guys won't last in front of Vince McMahon. So anyway, I love that match. Next up, we had the women's title match between Shayna Baszler and Mia Yim. JD actually said this match was quite boring. I actually did not think that. I actually thought this was overall a pretty good match. It was probably my least favorite match on the card, and probably one of my least favorite TakeOver matches, but I'd say it was overall still a really good match. Overall, definitely without Mia Yim's best match in that we have seen, at least I've seen of her so far here in NXT. I liked how this match was booked, where the whole thing we finally learned about Mia's past or her story. She was worked in Southern LA, gang violence outside her door. She made her way over here. Street rat came over to all that stuff. I like how they put that into the match, where Mia would actively fight dirty a little bit, go into more guerrilla warfare tactics once she went against Shayna Baszler. Pulling on her hair, going for her eyes. There was this one spot where Mia would go target Shayna's arm, where she would put her arm in the steel steps, inside the steel steps, and then just kick out. That was the main thing that Mia was attacking throughout the match. Overall, it was great stuff. There were times where Shayna would lock in the Karafuda clutch, and then Io would. I don't know why I keep saying Io. Mia would constantly would break out, but she would try. There were so many times where I think Mia had a submission, then Shayna transported to a submission, then transported to a submission, into another submission. It was some cool stuff, man. Seeing how she would transition to the other submissions, man. It was great. She's called the submission. The submission specialist was her nickname. The submission magician, or something along those lines. She earned that nickname from if you watch this match. So Shayna retains. It wasn't with the Karafuda clutch. It was with some other similar move. I think it was like a triangle choke or something. I don't remember what it was called. But anyway, Mia taps and Shayna retains. Overall, good match. Definitely probably wasn't. Would I say this was worthy of TakeOver? No, but overall, I would say it was still a really, really good match. And then we had the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole. 2 out of 3 falls match. Different stipulation for each 3 of the falls. So now I thought we were going to get a. Oh, we also had Matt Riddle get attacked by fuck, I can't remember the dude's name. The guy that was part of Sandy. I forget his name. That was whatever. I didn't really. I also wasn't paying attention to that. Anyway, so back to what I was saying with Adam Cole. We get to the match. Great. We get the match. Johnny is dressed up as Wolverine this time. I was thinking he was going to go in with Deadpool. Because we're in Canada, and Deadpool's Canadian. But so is Wolverine. I actually didn't think that he was going to go with Wolverine. I legit thought he was going to go with Deadpool. But nah, he went with my man Wolverine. Actually, his jacket actually had 3 claw marks in it. Which I thought that was a nice little touch there. So Johnny, so he had Adam Cole and everything. The first fall was a wrestling match, which actually ended up benefiting Johnny a lot more than because Johnny was predominantly on the offense in this match. Adam Cole would have his moments, and there was this one spot that I love where Adam would would bring in a chair, and when the referee would have back to get rid of it, he low blow Johnny Gargano, which Johnny obviously kicked out of that one. There was also this one where he was sitting on the top of where he was sitting on the chair, and it was just trash talking to Johnny, and then Johnny was just like fuck it and started hitting Adam Cole with this steel chair, which shocked me. I thought we were gonna get like a pinfall, not a DQ for the first fall, but Johnny's just like okay, then he's just like okay, then he puts the chair down, sits in it, and he's just waiting for to announce that the second fall is remark. Then goes right back to wailing then go back to wailing Adam Cole with his steel chair, man. Great stuff. He would also go out to the back into the arena and with the crowd, man. There's this one part where you put Adam Cole in one of those in like one of the chairs that the commentators are in, and like he threw him in, like pushed him into the wall, man. Then there was also this other one where he like grabbed it looked like coffee and smashed it over and smashed it onto Adam Cole's face, man. There were so many great spots. And then he actually one part where he was like he did something and then he took a selfie. Then he took one of the crowd's phone and took a selfie with it. There were so many great moments in this match, man. It was fucking fantastic. So Johnny gets in the ring, puts in the Gargano escape. Adam instantly taps out, and we then get into the third, which I actually thought was going to be a ladder match because earlier on we saw Johnny look at a ladder like, yeah. So that's why I thought it was going to be a ladder. JD actually mentioned it might have been a steel cage. Well, he was right. It was a steel cage. Now, the steel cage started to sit, and I saw barbed wire on top. I was like, holy shit. What is this? No Way Out 2004? Because if I remember correctly, it was at that pay-per-view. Actually, I haven't seen the pay-per-view myself, but I saw like a DVD cover of it where JBL was kind of like covered in blood. And I think it was between him and a Big Show for the WWE Championship. And there was barbed wire on top of the steel cage. I thought it was that, but then we see all these other then it looks like something shit out of ECW where there's like there's barbed wire there, there's kendo sticks, steel chairs, all this other stuff around on top of the cage and everything, man, and all around the cage. Some crates. I was like, what is this? This is like some straight up ECW shit. So anyway, we get after that. Then we're into that. So then there's no way you can escape the cage or the cage door. The cage. It's you have to win out by pinfall. There's no escaping the cage door, or or having both feet hit the floor. That rule does not apply in this cage match. So, and it was just batshit insane. Johnny would set up tables, and there was other stuff where there was like steel chairs got involved. And then the end of the match, Johnny got some pliers from like this little bag, which I thought inside his bag was gonna be fucking thumbtacks, but no. Instead, we find pliers and brass knuckles, which we never saw the brass knuckles getting used. But Johnny gets the pliers, goes on top of the cage, clips off some of the barbed wire, then goes onto the other side of the cage. Then Adam tries to get on the other side where there's little platform thing. I don't even know what it was, some board or something was there. And Johnny's tried to get him with the barbed wire. He never did, and they just both fall over onto the tables from the top of the stage. And I was like, holy shit, oh my god, you guys have seen my reaction. Which actually, I'm going to be limiting my reactions now just because I know you guys are probably sick and tired of me constantly how long I take to get those out. So I'm just going to do like one per pay-per-view. About like one or two per pay-per-view for now. Main roster, I'm probably not going to do anything for, but you can bet your ass for All Out as well as all future takeovers, I'm going to do at least one. There's going to be at least one reaction. And I max two. Anyway, so back to that. So they fall over on top of the table. At this point, I knew the match was over. I was like, no way anyone's gonna kick out of this. But then Adam Cole puts his arm over John, and I was like, yo, it's over. But at the same time, I was like, please, Johnny, kick out! For the love of God, kick out! No, Adam retains, and the Industry Era come in there, and they're like, oh my God, what happened to you? They are shocked at what happened to Adam. And that is where the takeover ends. I thought we were gonna get trademark Ciampa, no trademark Ciampa. So yeah, overall, I fucking love this show, man. Fucking fantastic, an overall amazing takeover show. Overall, I would give it a 10 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.